Life isn't always fair, easy, or predictable. And yet, many people spend years resisting reality. If you truly want happiness, success, and emotional freedom, you have to accept some painful realities. In today's video, we'll uncover 14 harsh truths that, once accepted, will change your life forever. Stick around, because the number 10th truth is one that most people only realize when it's too late. Let's begin with number 1. Nobody owes you anything. It's easy to believe that if you work hard, people will reward you. That if you're kind, others will be kind in return. But the truth is, life doesn't work that way. People are focused on their own struggles, and waiting for someone to recognize your worth is a losing game. The sooner you stop expecting the world to hand you things, the sooner you'll take control of your own life. Imagine working at a company for years, expecting a promotion simply because you've put in the time, only to see someone else get it instead. It's painful, but it's a wake-up call. If you want something, you have to actively go after it. Number 2. Life isn't fair, and never will be. Some people are born into wealth, while others struggle from day one. Some work tirelessly and still face setbacks, while others seem to get lucky breaks. Complaining about the unfairness of life won't change it. The real question is, what are you going to do about it? A person who loses their job unexpectedly can either dwell on how unfair it is, or they can start learning new skills and looking for better opportunities. Life doesn't care about fairness. It just keeps moving forward. Number 3. You can't control everything. No matter how much you plan, unexpected things will happen. You might do everything right in a relationship, and it still falls apart. You might build a business, only to have the market crash. Think about a bride who spends a year planning the perfect wedding, only for it to rain on the big day. She can spend the day frustrated, or she can laugh, dance in the rain, and make it a beautiful memory. The difference isn't in the situation, it's in how she reacts to it. Number 4. People will hurt you. Learn to forgive anyway. At some point, someone you trust will disappoint you. A friend will betray your confidence. A loved one will say something hurtful. And if you hold on to that anger, it will only weigh you down. A person who carries resentment after a breakup, replaying every argument and betrayal, will find it difficult to move on and trust again. But someone who forgives, who understands that holding on to bitterness only prolongs their own suffering, can finally find peace. Number 5. No one is thinking about you as much as you think. Many people hold themselves back because they're afraid of what others will think. They don't post that photo, don't apply for that job, don't speak up in meetings, all because they fear judgment. But the truth is, people are too busy worrying about their own lives to focus on yours. Think about a time when you made an embarrassing mistake in public. Maybe you tripped or mispronounced a word. It probably felt like the end of the world in the moment. But did anyone bring it up a week later? Probably not. Number 6. Your time is limited. Stop wasting it. Every day you spend procrastinating, staying in toxic relationships, or avoiding your goals is a day you'll never get back. Picture someone who dreams of traveling the world but keeps putting it off, saying one day. Years pass, responsibilities pile up, and suddenly, they realize they never made the time. The harsh truth? One day doesn't exist. It's either now or never. Number 7. Comfort zones kill growth. It feels safe to stay in familiar situations, even when they're not fulfilling. People stay in jobs they hate, relationships that don't make them happy, and routines that drain them. All because change is scary. Imagine someone who's always wanted to start a business, but is too afraid of failing. So they stay in a job that makes them miserable for years, watching others take risks and succeed. The real failure wasn't trying and failing, it was never trying at all. Number 8. Money won't buy happiness, but it will buy freedom. Happiness doesn't come from luxury items or expensive vacations. But financial security can reduce stress, provide opportunities, and give you control over your life. A person drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, will find it hard to focus on anything but survival. But someone who manages their finances well has the freedom to make choices that align with their happiness, whether that means switching careers, traveling, or simply enjoying a stress-free life. Number 9. Not everyone will like you, and that's okay. No matter how kind, funny, or successful you are, some people won't like you. And spending your life trying to win them over is exhausting. Picture someone who constantly changes their personality to fit in. They agree with opinions they don't believe in, hide their true self, and suppress their interests, all to be liked. But at the end of the day, they feel empty. The moment they accept that not everyone's approval is necessary, they find real confidence. Number 10. Love is not enough to make a relationship work. Movies make us believe that love conquers all. But in reality, love without trust, communication, and effort falls apart. A couple deeply in love but constantly fighting, refusing to communicate, and neglecting each other's needs will eventually break down. Love is the foundation, but relationships require work to survive. Number 11. Happiness comes from within, not from external success. Chasing status, wealth, and validation will never bring true happiness. Imagine someone who finally buys their dream car, thinking it will make them feel fulfilled. For a moment, they feel excitement. But soon, the feeling fades, and they start looking for the next thing to chase. Real happiness comes from inner peace, not material success. Number 12. Your past doesn't define your future. Many people let past mistakes, failures, or traumas hold them back. They believe that because they've struggled before, they're doomed to repeat the cycle. Think about someone who grew up in a difficult environment, surrounded by negativity. They can either let their past dictate their future, or they can break the cycle and build the life they want. Number 13. You'll fail, probably a lot, but that's how you learn. Failure isn't a dead end. It's part of the process. A person who tries something new, whether it's learning an instrument, starting a business, or improving their health, will stumble at first. But instead of quitting, they take each failure as a lesson, adjusting and improving. That's how success is built. Number 14. One day, you will die, so live fully now. The hardest truth of all, your time is running out. And yet, so many people live as if they have forever. Think of someone who spent their life waiting for the perfect time, waiting for the right moment, waiting for someday. But someday never comes. The people who truly live are the ones who take action now, who love fully, take risks, and make the most of every day. These truths might be harsh, but once you accept them, life becomes lighter. Which of these truths resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more life-changing insights. Now go out there and start living.